Hey guys, Bozo Cow here, coming in with another video from Deserts of Kharak. This is not from Kharak Cup 6, but it influences it pretty heavily. It's kind of like a context match, I guess you could say. The reason is, here we have YoloSwaggins playing as Coalition versus 10th Wave playing as Coalition on Tor and Crater, and later on in the day, this is a warm-up match they played before the tournament, and later on in the day, in the qualifier section, they would play together on this very same map. So 10th Wave just thought that was pretty cool, added some like kind of context to the game, so he wanted to have this replay cast to just sort of see like, you know, how that maybe had influenced the tournament or whatever. You know, we just thought it would be interesting, so we are going to do it. Kharak Cup 6 content is going to be coming out very soon. I'll probably start that today, but I have one more video after this that I want to get out before I get into that. And then it's going to be like non-stop videos for a whole week. Maybe two, to try and like cover the whole thing before the next one starts, because of course it was a huge tournament and I'm still kind of committed to casting the entire thing, so I really am going to get to it, even though it will take me a long time. That's just how much I love this game. 10th Wave going out here sending a probe to just scout out the second. I like that move actually, because it tells you kind of like it gives you an idea of where your opponent is economically speaking. Don't think that's a problem at all. Probes, by the way, they cost 100 CUs, totally worth it. It's a question of whether or not you want to use it in the early game, but in the late game, yeah, probes are like awesome. 100 CUs is very cheap for a scouting unit like that. That's also very difficult to kill, especially if your opponent is Galzane or whatever. YoloSwaggins here getting a little tricky, huh, with this base runner. I like that. Also note that these salvagers, yeah, actually now they are going to scout the probe, but before they had only seen like the little blip there. So sometimes your opponent will freak out and think that a base runner's over there or something. You can kind of like scare them a little bit that way, but small things, small things. Big shout out once again to Majir, by the way, for the fact that we actually have these red bubbles here. This is so cool, man. It's actually still kind of like in development, but I'm using it already. You know, I haven't seen any bugs with it so far, really, except for the one where like if you select... Oh, it didn't do it this time. Huh. Earlier I had tried selecting like multiple of the same type of units. Like there were 5 sand skimmers at one point, like there were 6 on the other team, and I selected both groups of them, and it had like, it really bugged out a lot. It had tons of like salvagers on the, or sand skimmer groups here. Like there are 20 groups of 5 sand skimmers and 10 groups of 12 sand skimmers or something like that. It was like, what the heck is going on down there? It's not doing that anymore, so that's nice, I guess. 10th Wave sees the Space Runner. He's gonna move out with his carrier and try to smash it. I like to call that stepping on it, when you move your carrier in there to kill something. Yeah, so he's just gonna step up. Oh no! Oh! Billy! You don't want to be there. Oh. That's quite unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. And YOLO coming out with AAVs pretty early. 10th Wave still not making another, what's it called, another support cruiser, so YOLO's quite far ahead economically speaking. The idea then is that 10th Wave wants to get some damage done with these LAVs, but he's kind of getting distracted by this turret here, so... Oh no! Oh, he lost 2 salvagers to the turret. Ooh. That's definitely going to put him pretty far behind at this point. And, I mean, the other thing to note here is that, like, he wants to do some damage with the LAVs, but, like, there's an AAV out already. So I feel like YoloSwaggins definitely taking a really powerful early game here. I think he's pretty clearly ahead. Probably going to lose a base runner right here. I don't see how he could save that, but it's already gotten its value, right? I mean, it took out 2 salvagers, essentially, only spending 250 CUs to do that. It's okay to lose the Space Runner, essentially, is what I'm saying, although it's always nice, of course, not to. This Space Runner here, going to try for some shenanigans, too? I was going to say that hill is in the way, but it doesn't look like it. I think, yeah, he does have a straight shot to that. Good AV smoke right here, but he needs to, yeah. Actually, that's a good move, I think, moving the carrier in. In fact, I would then move the support cruiser back out and try to get another, yeah, base runner went down, by the way. Try to get another AAV out so that he can stop this from happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I would move the support cruiser out and just... Because you want your turret to your carrier to step on this turret here, you can just have the support cruiser go over there anyway, and he can just stay there. That's not a problem, I don't think. Technically slows down your timing on your third just very slightly, but if you're this far ahead anyway, it shouldn't matter. Instead, as you can see, he's got his carrier and his support cruiser here, so not very efficient. Yeah, I know he's gonna move it over, but yeah, I think he could have done that just a little bit earlier, but really small things, I suppose. Coming in here with one AAV, it's not going to be able to do too much, but there's a chance he could get like some salvage kills maybe if his opponent's not really watching it. This is the guy who's getting attacked here, by the way. And it doesn't look like he's watching it, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, artifact is scored, so he needs to power up the weapons, I'd say, just pretty much immediately. Oh, dude, get behind something. Go. This is not safe for you. Smoke comes down on the carrier. It's not great, but it'll do it. Actually, no, it won't do anything. The only reason missiles aren't shooting here is because there's no power in range. Yeah, that needs to be in range right there. Ooh. This is looking kind of hairy for 10th Wave. Oh dear. As you can see, the healing from the carrier is like almost matching the damage on this salvager here, but he needs to kill this thing, and then there's gonna be all these guys coming in as well. What is his tech choice here? Meanwhile, railguns. That's good. Power reserve 2. That's also good. Oh, he definitely wants to not lose this railgun right here, but yeah, so put 2 power into range now, or like maybe 1 into healing. He should be okay here, but he's gonna lose the railgun. Ooh. Okay, I gotta say, YoloSwaggins doing a great job of just like putting on the damage here, but he needs to watch his. Yeah, I would put. Oh, he can't put it on a turret. He's got no. He's still on cooldown there. I would definitely put a smoke on here. Oh dear, put a smoke on there. Okay, that sport cruise is gonna go down. Actually, that's not good at all. But I mean, does it even matter? Look at how much damage has been done here, and he might even be making another one. No, it doesn't look like he's making another one. That would have been even sweeter, but. Yeah, so 10th Wave gonna clean this up, but oh. The damage done by both sides now, actually, with that sport cruiser going down, but it's just like, it's redonkulous. It's crazy. This is just like, it's like a boxing match. Both players just like bleeding out of literally every orifice imaginable. Wow. And you see that crater. That's always a sad day. That means something big went down. 10th Wave going early into power. That's very interesting. He'd be vulnerable to an air transition right now. But there's no sign of that coming from YOLO. He battled. Oh man. That's pretty spicy. I usually feel like this is a bit too early to get that, but maybe he's got a plan. Another artifact extraction going to be attempted here by 10th Wave. And he is already at 1. Carrier, quite deadly. Look how much power that thing has got. Wouldn't be surprised if he went for power reserve 4 early, although I don't think it would be the best move, but just based on the fact he just got 3, I don't know. It seems like he could go for it. Seems like something he might do. Little LAV scuffle gonna go on over here. Technically, J-Elf should have it, and he has less health, so I'm not sure who would win that. I say this because he has got, oh, he's got armor too. Yeah, he'd have it, but he also has the extra sensor range, so I think he'll start shooting first. These things are important. No, they're not. They're really not, but... This is just cool, man. I still can't get over the fact that we actually have, you know, like, red and blue bubbles now. Oh, I love it. So this artifact is going to extract. The LAVs are going to come in and kind of, like, tickle the space runner here, but it is going to go down. I mean, they may actually kill it. Tickle it all the way to death. That's going to be a little painful for him, but he is going to extract, is the important thing. And after that, you know, a little tickling never did anyone so bad. Battlecruiser fabrication, though, is going to be finished. Now, what do you guys think? Is this actually going to work? I feel like he's going to try to do, like, a BC drop in the... What is this, like, 9-minute mark? I know that I did this recently against Tomcat, but that was different, okay? Because I had... I set it up a little bit better. You know, I had all kinds of stuff going on. I had the turret rush before that. Also, notice that 10th Wave hasn't gotten any other the production upgrades just yet. That's okay. I mean, that doesn't matter, but... Ooh, he was making a sport cruiser, but he canceled it because now he's getting attacked here by these LAVs. He needs to, of course. That's kind of forced, but you can tell that's not good for him, right? Gonna slow down his eco a little bit here. But YOLO slowed his eco down quite a bit by researching battlecruiser fabrication. He's not producing them though. I imagine he's trying to save up because they are pretty darn expensive. Yeah, he needs more CUs for it. Oh, he just began producing. Is that a battlecruiser? I can't really tell. I think that's a support cruiser. No. So he wants to expand eco first. That's why battlecruiser fabrication that early usually is not done, because you just can't make them. You know what I mean? It takes so long to like get enough money for it. And look at this 10th wave going for Power Reserve 4 before carrier production. So this is really curious what both of these players are doing here. I would say this is not good for him, especially because of a reason that he couldn't know of, which is that, you know, it's not going to be railguns. If it was railguns, this is actually okay, I guess, because you can outrange them, you can outdamage them, so I mean, you're not really in danger of railguns in the early game. But it's going to be battle cruisers, and at that point, like, no amount of carrier power really prepares you, unless there's like only one of them. But if you can tech into battle cruisers, you're not going to make just one of them, right? So also, these LAVs fully upgraded, it seems. That is definitely going to be helping YoloSwaggins out quite a bit here. So he's got fully upgraded LAVs. He's on 3 bases, of course. He's going to have battle cruisers at the same time. I think he wins in that scenario, but I'm really curious to see how it turns out. You got to click on one of these buttons, my friend. There you go. Either one, doesn't matter which. He is going to. That's good. What was he researching before that, though? Probably heavy 2? No, he was researching 4. I literally saw it. Alright, sorry, I'm stupid. YOLO gonna try for an extraction right here. Looks like he's kind of out of position to stop it, and the probe's gonna see that just now. Can he get shot down? But that also tells him that this is open. 10th can like come in with the carrier, but then the LEDs will just kind of dodge out this way. So AAV's getting produced here. That's good. That's what he needs. I'm worried for this railgun right here. It seems that he knew that these guys were going to be coming, so this is quite a nice move. But this support cruiser could go down really fast. So if he expected this backstab, he probably should have pulled back first. But that is kind of hard to get a sense for. Oh, you can smoke! You can smoke! Oh, I think he could have smoked it there. Oh well, that's all right. Actually, it's not, but whatever. So battle cruisers are beginning to pop out here. Just 2, it looks like. Just 2 battle cruisers. That's nothing, don't worry. And he only had he only has 1 carrier production upgrade because of course railgun fabrication he never got. No time for that, right? Which means that he's not going to be able to do like the triple drop like Descara used to do back in the day. But 1 battle cruiser is still rather significant. These LAVs are going to find there's something they weren't expecting there, or maybe they're not going to. They're going to go. Yeah, okay, so it still hasn't been scouted. Still hasn't been scouted, so. And I would say YoloSwaggins wants to keep this hidden until it's about time to attack. But he sees it. Alright, so he knows now. Or at least he should if he's watching. But sometimes you don't catch stuff like that. Especially, look at that. In the sensors manager, it looks like a support cruiser. It's behind the thing, so he probably didn't see it. No way. I mean, you can't tell me that was intentional, but it worked. Dang, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm trying to check where the borders. So yeah, so an LAV can't catch the border of the map, so he could run down this way if he wanted to, but that would take a really long time, of course. And, you know, battle cruisers are pretty slow as it is. Looks like he does want to do a carrier drop. Yeah, so he made another support cruiser. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on over here. Oh, missile about it. It's a nice touch, because he could get air transition, of course. Parazer 5 going to come in, but a cruise missile it's good against battle cruisers in the sense that it always hits. They can't dodge it to, like, save their lives, but it doesn't kill them. So you need to have something to follow it up. You have to, like, railguns and stuff like that. And he does not. I worry a bit for YoloSwaggins running out there with Power Reserve 1, because he's got Power Reserve 5. So, I mean, there could be, like, opportunity for, like, kind of a carrier snipe or whatever, but if it comes to these BCs, he wins. And I'm not sure where this one is going. You don't want to have this on defense. It's a trash defender. Gonna lose a log module there. Does he have any turrets here? I thought he did. No, he doesn't. Wait, did you see that? Yeah, never mind. I thought there was a bug there, but there wasn't. He's gonna attack the support cruiser immediately. Good choice. Probably ought to smoke this. But look how much armor they have. I mean, it's gonna take a long time. Oh my gosh. Oh, Eco is dead. All right. So yeah, don't defend with the battle cruisers, man. Like you need to base trade at this point, which is fine for you because this force is not particularly big. I guarantee you he will kill slash push off of bases. Oh, actually, you know what? This is not a bad choice. I'm sorry, I judged you wrong, because once he gets pushed off here, he's going to come around to this side, and there's a battlecruiser there. So that's actually not bad if you was thinking about that. But you gotta smoke this! Yeah! Oh, AAVs. They're so good, but only if you use them. Okay, BC just gonna go hooning on in for damage here. Carrier is very far forward. Like I said, I don't really like that. And the cruise missiles, oh dear, this could be a carrier snipe. You gotta get out of there. That's not your place. That's not your place, my boy. Power up the armor right now. And he's gonna run away. This is a really deadly carrier right here, but these are carrier killers for sure. Is he just gonna die without it? I don't even care what's going on the other side now. This is huge. Okay, use smoke on the battlecruiser and go behind it. But based on the fact his AAVs haven't smoked like once, I don't think that's likely. But that would probably be the best way to keep the carrier alive, and then you can smoke with the AAVs afterward. You know, pretty good damage being done to this carrier, I think we can all agree. What's going on the top here now? It got cleaned up? Alright, so I would say YoloSwaggins is basically in a dominant position now. Smoke up, smoke, smoke, smoke. Oh, didn't smoke there, but that's alright. Don't move forward here, man. Are you crazy? What you should do is make a support cruiser and stay in the back line and resupply with the carrier. But if he's up in the front line, there's a lot of railguns. There's a power level 5 carrier, and he knows this is his way to win. So you gotta be careful, man, with this thing. This is not what I would do. Battlecruisers and the railguns hurts, but I think YOLO could be throwing this one away here. Yeah, I think he's gonna die now. Alright, so my earlier assessment of like the battlecruiser situation, by the way, this is a nice BC because he's gonna pop right on top of all the railguns. But he's gonna die anyway, I think, so it doesn't matter. You can smoke again, but that's probably not gonna do much, so he goes down. So my earlier assessment of the battlecruiser situation up here was like, well, you need to attack immediately. I think I was wrong, actually. And what would have been better for YoloSwaggins was, let's not leave the map just yet, is if he would take them and defend with one and then move out. And the reason is because when you go for a battlecruiser tech, you don't have anything else. It takes so long to get it and then to make them, and you can't research anything else in the meantime as far as like units go. And as a result, he probably would have, like, he was in trouble, right? Because he didn't have any defense back in the base. So maybe actually the right way to do this, if you're gonna go for this BC drop, is make the first 2 at home and leave like one there, and then drive down with the carrier and put 2 of them out and run in there. But the carrier should not ever be in the front line in that scenario because it's really, really vulnerable. Especially to this guy with like power level 5. He couldn't have known that, but there could have been like 3 times as many railguns here, just if he hadn't gone for power reserves. So I would say the battlecruiser drop was actually not a bad idea at all. But yeah, it needs to be executed a bit better. But let's look at this in terms of tournament context, because that's why we casted this game, of course. What does that mean now for their qualifier match? Probably 10th Wave is going to be expecting that. Or at least he knows YOLO might try things like this. He probably is going to feel confident in his power reserve strategy. So I imagine 10th Wave is going to do that again. But other than that, I'm not sure how much we can read into it. It'll be interesting to see the qualifier match in context of this one. But anyway, 10th Wave sent this replay in. I told him I'd get it done before I casted the tournament. Now I actually am going to do it this time, as you can see. So just thought I'd cast that one. It was really cool. Thanks for the replay, 10th Wave, but I am going to have to say probably no more replays until after I'm finished casting the tournament, because, oh my gosh, I have so many to do. I'm going to be really busy, because this is also a busy week, like, you know, in real life too. So, but thanks for the replay, thanks for the game. I'll see you guys next time.